Hello, everyone. How we doing? Nice gap up I'm seeing right now, huh? Let me make sure everything is working. Hopefully, fingers crossed. By the way, apologies for the end of last week. I don't know what was going on. We think we figured it out on our end as far as the streams are concerned. My antivirus has a VPN. Hey, what's up, Mike? My antivirus has an automatic VPN installed, so I think it was the VPN that was causing the issues with the streaming software. So I have shut that off, and hopefully the stream runs smooth tonight. So give me an audio check if you could. Make sure you guys can hear me. And yeah, hopefully everything goes smooth. Good evening, Just Be Profitable, War, Zenzen, Kyle. Good on kick, okay. That's good. Miss K, what's going on? Who else is here? J-Rod. Casper, what's going on? I thought Clark Kent was clean shaven. Here we go again. Is chat going to be on fire about the glasses again tonight? Is that what's going to happen? Is this going to be a pick on West night again? What's up, Jaded? How are we? How's everybody doing? Obviously this long was going to be hard to catch unless you just blindly bought the open. That's a huge gap up on the market. Interest to the top side. That 30,200 level looks promising for a visit tonight. ES, what are we looking at on ES? ES is gapped up as well massively, obviously. I'm guessing ES probably back into where are we sitting at? Just below psych level 7,500. That could be an interesting spot there at 7,500. YM looking long and strong. Gap up as well. Looks like YM probably up into 51,800. So another 300 points of topside there. The Russell, is it doing the same thing pretty much? Yep, Russell is gapped up, so everything's on a huge gap up. What's up, Phoenix? It's 3:30 a.m. You blindly bought the straight up off the news of the 40th Iran deal. Yeah, I mean, guys, as far as that stuff is concerned, right? Like, just until something is definitive, I mean, yes, it's going to add volatility into the market, but don't let that weigh too heavily on your trading. Like, everything has been back and forth. They seem like they're playing games with each other. 1 minute, Trump's saying something, and then Iran comes out and says that's not happening. So it's all just a bunch of games right now. News media outlets are going to push their agenda. They're going to try to create a narrative. So just, what's up, Nihal? How are you? Okay, so that's good. I can at least see the Kick chat on my multi-stream chat. So hopefully, welcome everybody from Kick as well. We are live streaming on Kick, Twitch, and YouTube this evening. We are giving away a 50K Pro account, courtesy of Lucid Trading. It's going to be run a little bit differently tonight, guys, by the way. Mason is not with us this evening. He is not going to be on the stream. So tonight, as far as the giveaway is concerned, we're going to do the old random number guess. So I'm not going to put any restrictions on it. You guys will be able to guess however many times you want to guess to narrow it down. But if you remember the old random number guesser, that's what we're going to roll with tonight for the giveaway. So we will do the giveaway at a random time throughout the stream. I'm not sure what time we'll do it at, but it will be done randomly. So if people come ask, what time is giveaway? When is giveaway? Chat, feel free to tell them. We're not telling you. Casper, you've got levels to work with, right? Like if you guys want to see what my levels were from last week, I haven't done any adjustment. So we are coming up into R2 pivot right there at 30,108. That's a level of interest. Obviously, we have these MGI levels. We have a daily low from 6 days ago, sitting there at 151. I'd imagine this 200 to 250 level gets traded at some point. I do remember that being a pretty key spot before we had, you know, the sell-off last week. So, you can kind of see on the DOM down here, we've got interest up there right just above 100 with a pretty big order, and then up at 30,200. Other than that, honestly, the bigger blocks are to the downside right now. So, just be on alert if you're on those longs. Hopefully you made profits if you did catch the blind open buy long. Just be careful. Obviously, with these gaps and the strong move, indicators really aren't going to do a whole lot for us tonight. Zen, you can't type well, you will be quietish tonight? What do you mean? How do you normally chat, Zen? Or are you on your phone? Is that what you're saying? You're like texting on your phone? Oh, you cut your middle finger? Oh my goodness. Okay, I got you. Well, that sucks. How'd you cut your middle finger? How'd that happen? Michael, I have had a bad month of trading. It's been tough. Just be profitable. I'm gonna go actually, because there's gonna be no restrictions on how many times you guys can guess. If you guys remember right, it'll say whether you're too high, too low, whether you're close, whether you're not. So there is some strategy involved. But when I put the restrictions, like time restrictions on how often you can guess, moderators have the ability to guess as frequently as they want, no matter what I do on my end. So I'm just going to allow everybody tonight to do what, guess however many times they want. And whoever gets it, gets it. The number itself, we'll go, I don't know. We'll go 0 to 999 just so there's a lot of numbers to guess from. Because Sunday nights, we end up getting a lot of people in the streams normally. More than usual. So say we have 300 people in the stream, right? The number will be guessed relatively quick if there's no restrictions. So I'll probably go 0 to 999 tonight. Zen. I haven't even opened it up yet. I haven't even opened up the random number guesser. Or a number's just easy for you to type. Do I have anything at 400? Let's see here. What do I have up that way? I've got 350, 370. There's a daily high sitting at 422 from 5 days ago. 6 days ago. You guys can see we're back above the daily 20. There is this gap fill here that goes to it looks like 145 would be the gap. And then there's a little unfilled gap up to the top side above, right at 600 pretty much. But we're back above the daily 20. Long and strong is what I'm guessing. So I'll be looking to buy dips. So I'm hoping for a pullback. I'm not sure that we get it, but I'm hoping for a pullback. How'd you guys do on Friday, out of curiosity? Friday was... Okay, so I ended up making 1.2K on Friday. But, caveat. I probably left $5,000 on the table on Friday because I just kept letting huge trades run back on me. So I traded really poorly on Friday my P&L doesn't show it, right? 1200 is really good, but it should have easily been one of those things. I just hate Fridays, guys. I'm not going to lie. I hate Fridays. I don't know if you guys have one day out of the week that just is consistently bad for you. Fridays is that day for me. I'm half tempted to never trade on Fridays ever again. What's up, Sovereignty? NQ said, Nick, did you roll your contracts? I'm on the front month contract on Quantower. So that could be why. I know we have contract expiration coming up. I generally don't roll until the volume is higher traded on the new contract. Slicing red onions for cucumber salad? Oh, man. Yeah, Chompy. Fridays, I'm not a good Friday. I don't know what it is. Lots of people love Fridays. I can't stand them because you always have those weekly options expirations. You always have these random, like, it was strange to not take the top, to not blow the top off on Friday, right? With all that momentum going into that, what was it, 29,700 level? It kept getting up there, and then in about a 10-minute time span, it would just get heavy and fall back towards 500. And so every time I would be thinking, nah, this is the time that we're going to blow the top off. And nope. So it was frustrating. I was only taking longs, so that was good. But I just let way too many trades run back on me. Oh, yeah, thanks, Ensign. If you haven't yet, guys, smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. We've got roughly, 60 people in the stream right now. Obviously, numbers have dipped quite a bit since we've been doing the Globex session. That was anticipated moving to RTH. That's anticipated for a little while. Hey, what's up, Savvy? How are you? I don't know if you guys recall, I did make a promise to you that we'll do a 24-hour live stream if we hit 20K subs by the end of the year. I'm not sure that that's going to happen. We have really slowed down on the new subscriber count. Big time. To the tune of like 100 new subscribers in the last month. So I don't know. Hey, what's up, Maritimes? How are you? I don't know if 20K is a viable goal anymore. We might need to adjust it to like 15K rather than 20K. All right, selling off that resistance level. Let's see what happens at psych level 30K. I do like a bounce somewhere in here. Okay, so I'll be looking at just about 30,020 would be the next area where I'd be looking for the bounce. Yeah, nice, Savvy. It's gonna be, it's hard with that big of a gap, and then the rocket ship up 300 points. I mean, you've got, what do you got here? You've got like a 150 point gap, and then the first 5-minute candle is 225 points. So let's see here. How much is this move from top to bottom? So 400 point move from Friday's close. Friday was down, then up, then ended reds, and then yeah, it's doing well and totally hooked on FIFA. Yeah, I was actually shocked, guys. I watched Team USA's first round game. They actually looked pretty good. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't know how good Paraguay is. I have no idea how good Paraguay is. But Team USA actually looked decent, right? They looked okay. They didn't look bad. Massive. Oh, Massive. You're looking for the short off this? Yeah, I don't know. Right? Yeah, Savvy, my entries were good. My entries were good. I had the key level picked out. I had the key level picked out like pretty good. I think key level I had at 310. So I picked out a pretty good. Oh, nice, Daz. Nice, congrats. GG's. GG's for Jet. Is that the 20 buy? I started paying attention to the chat and I stopped watching the charts. Wowza. Yo. Yeah, Savvy. The key right now, I'm not sure how often you've been trading recently. I know you've taken a break from trading. Is to go in with really small size and give it all kinds of breathing room. Just because the volatility, I mean, 40, 50 points on the Nas right now is nothing. Now, it churns right through it. I mean, look at this one candle that we just printed here on 1 minute. You know, that's a 40-point move in 1 minute. So, just size way down, as far down as you can possibly go with your initial position. And then if you're right at it, and do it. I mean, this thing is strong, guys. I'm half tempted to just put on a buy order and see what we can do. I have a feeling we're probably going to go to 30,200. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on a 1 micro long here. I think we'll at least push above 100 on this next surge. But I'm going to go ahead and target this 250 area. Not going to put a stop in just yet. I'll probably stop out below 29,980. Hey, what's up, Tim? I know I'm buying into resistance right now, but I'm not. I'm kind of planning on adding into this long position no matter what. I mean, you can see how much buying is going on right now. I wish this move would have happened on Friday, guys. This is actually what I was targeting on Friday. But I like this 100 level at least. If we get to 100 or get above 100, I'll probably go break even on the position. I saw something that like Jake Paul bought a ton of shares. I don't know how many millions of dollars of SpaceX stock. And on Friday ended up making, I don't even know, like 15 million on his positions. Obviously you can't sell those, right? There is restrictions on when you can sell those shares. I think it's like 90 to 180 days. There's a restriction. Yeah, Telegram. I think so. I mean, right, the stock obviously is, I mean, it's a gamble. Everybody's just doing it because of Elon, right? Yeah, Amir, we'll see. I'm seeing that order up there at 30,100. I would kind of like to see it at least sweep that. right? I don't know what kind of size is it. Let's see. How big is this order? So you've got, you know, 180 orders or 180 orders resting on the books there. But yeah, I can see a reversal from here. I mean, it's obviously in resistance, higher time frame, 4-hour resistance actually. But I do think we get the sweep up to 100. And then if there is going to be a reversal, that would probably be where it reverses. Unless it gets front ran. I mean, look at the spread. The spread is 5 points right now. Don't mark it in, guys. Don't mark it in on your positions. Is all I gotta say. Join the bid or the ask or limit order. I'm gonna go break even. Just in case we do get the snap back to 30K and front run that 100 level. And then I'll look to re-enter back down here. Yeah, Amir, like it's I mean, you know the games they play, guys, right? It's only a coincidence that I don't know if you guys noticed this, but we're always at a key like supply demand level whenever those news headlines hit the waves or whenever they get released to the public. We're always right at those levels that are just the make or break. Lady, not yet. Not yet. Not until, well, I'll look tomorrow morning. But I probably won't, I don't roll, guys, if you ever want to know, like, when to roll. Let's see here. I think I have it pinned in our Discord, maybe. Let's see. There it is. If you ever want to know when to roll, just pull up on CME Group the Nasdaq futures, and then you're going to look at the expirations and where the volume is higher, right? So because technically New York session hasn't opened yet, we are still higher on the volume on the June contract. So I don't roll until this number is higher than this number. Not that it makes a whole lot of difference, right? It's just a point of reference. But I know you people that are trading on TradingView and NinjaTrader, they probably auto-roll your charts right when it happens. But I don't roll mine until that volume traded is higher, until that number is higher. See if we can get the dip below this low, that 30,020 area. You roll when candles start looking weird. What's up, Nims? Oh, Nims, I know. Let me get rid of this order. Good thing I zoomed out. There you go, Nims. Yeah, see, the risk engine is saying if I want to risk $170, 85 point stop right now. So, I mean, it's somewhat stable, to be honest. You're just looking at quite a bit of expected slippage. The average daily range is over 650 points, guys. This number is absurd. Absolutely absurd. The 20-day average daily range. Hey, what's up, Botan? Hey, thanks for the sub, Dion. Appreciate you. Well, our supply-demand indicator gave a good short entry. Gave it twice, actually. Dion, I'm using Quant Tower trading platform. Hey, what's up, Cash? All right, we've got this daily low from 6 days ago. That seems to be like the logical topside target if you are still in your long. Obviously, we're going to run into resistance at psych level 30,100, kind of like we did here. So I'll be looking to buy these dips. Oh, Savvy, I know. Like, I feel so bad for beginning traders these days because this is just... Guys, when I started trading 5 years ago, it was not like this. Not even close. A 300-point move on a day was a huge day. It was a massive day. Oh, come on. Sweep this low, at least. Come down below 30,020. You started during a bear market? Yeah, Savvy. Like, this is tough. You remember when Nims? You remember when Matt would sit in his trades for ages waiting for 10 points? That's kind of how it was when I started trading. You know, if you could get 20, 30 points, that was fine. That was a good size move on the day. But I mean, these days, this is crazy. This is crazy. 100-point snapbacks, 150-point snapbacks. Yeah, because only one of two things is going to happen, right, Savvy? You're either getting lucky and getting into your position at the right time and banking, which obviously instills bad behavior. And eventually that's going to catch up to you, or you are just getting wrecked right out of the gates. And giving up, probably. I bet a lot of traders that are starting to trade right now are just playing quit. They're like, this is impossible. Like, this is actually impossible. Because you just never know when that headline's going to come across. You never know when that 100, sometimes the 100-point snaps come out of nowhere. Happen in the middle of nowhere. All right, so we're finally going to come down and sweep this low a little bit. I wouldn't even mind a sweep back below this low, but that would be back below, or you have 300 points that gets instantly evaporated to break even. Yeah, Savvy. 100%. Guys, I'm not going to lie. I tilted on Friday. My last position, which was my clue to shut it down for the week, was I haven't traded anything more than a 3 micro position in, I don't know, 2 months. There was one position that I got into that ran up to that 700 level, just above, swept above, or 720 or something like that. Slowly crawled back down, and then at some point it instantly ripped down 100 points. And I added into it. And then it did the same thing again. It climbed back up towards 700. And then the same thing happened. It slowly rolled down, and I added in again. And then it climbed back up. And on the next time it rolled over from that same level again, I added 3 more micros. I was 6 micros deep at one point. And it went up there again and didn't take the top again. And that was it for me. It came back and took me out break even, and I was done. That was it. That was all she wrote for me. I was tilting. And I know everybody saw my screenshots of the position. Yo. I got to quit yakking and actually trade here. Trump said a deal is a... Oh, Dion, I think I ran already. Did I already say that? I saw somebody post something in our Discord earlier. I'm pretty sure 45 minutes after that was out, Iran came out to some news media outlet and already said that is not the case. Yeah, Amir, I can see that. I can see some sideways action. That's why I kind of like that 30,020 buy, or I did. I don't know if I'm going to get into it this time. If it does come back down, I'd rather see it try to take these lows. Yeah, I mean, eventually, I'll be honest with you guys. I don't even know why the market still reacts to that kind of stuff. You noticed it during the tariff times, when all those tariff announcements were happening, the market kind of became numb to those news headlines. So I'm actually surprised that it still injects the same kind of volatility that it does. Typically, when something goes on like that for that long a period of time, the market kind of becomes numb to it and stops reacting. But what do I know? I'm just a retail trader. Buy the news, sell the facts, Dion. Yeah. I don't know. I've never been somebody who trades news, right? Like news, all I see it as is that volatility injection, that volume injection into the market. I don't, trade supply demand, trade support and resistance. Right? The market usually works its way there. That's why on bad news the market pumps, on good news the market sells off. I just think they use headlines to get price to where they want it to go. The big players in the market, that is. Yeah, Amir, if you're on the September expiration contract, your charts will look a little bit different. I will roll when there's more volume being traded on the September contract rather than the June contract. Right now, according to the CME website, which won't update till tomorrow morning, it's still showing almost 3 times the amount of volume traded on the June expiration. Technically, the monthly options expirations don't expire till the end of this week. So I won't roll my contracts until there's more volume being traded on the September contract. So if your price is 300, 250 points higher than mine, something like that, that's why. When should you withdraw Apex 50K Billionaire? I would say, if you're asking me specifically, always take the payout. You know, yes, it's nice to build a buffer, but you want to at least take something. You know, you invested your time and your money into those. If you're to the point where you can request a payout, even if it's a small one, just to pay yourself back for the cost of the accounts or the account, I say do it and then start working on building a buffer. But I'm a firm believer in paying yourself back, at least to cover the costs. You know, there's nothing worse than getting to a payout, having one bad day, and then rinsing the account and making nothing off of it. So I always tell people, take the payout if you can get there. Like, if you qualify for a payout, take the payout. There's no reason to not. Yeah, so Amir, these gold circles indicate absorption. In other words, the criteria is there that indicates that there is a passive seller sitting in this area, defending just below that 30,100 level. So yes, when aggressive buying eases up and you start to see it rolling off of a higher time frame resistance, yeah, your shorts are the higher probability. Right? I'll say that much. What's up, Anna? How are you? Yeah, exactly, S-Dub. Like, I always, at least pay yourself back for the cost of the account. You know, there is nothing worse than actually qualifying for a payout and then you get caught in a Trump tweet or something the very next day and it gets rinsed. Right? There is no, oh, you want to talk about tilting? That would be tilting, especially if you have multiple Apex accounts going. Say you had 20 Apex accounts going. Yikes. Oh, Dion, the indicators that you see on my chart are they're our own. We have designed and built these indicators on our own. So they are not publicly available. You won't be able to find them. Quantower does include the DOM surface if you have the license for it. So it includes this, which kind of shows you the same thing, right? This is kind of like Bookmap, where you have aggressive buyers, unable to push through that 100 level. Sellers come in, right? So you can see the absorption happening up here at these highs on the DOM surface. But yeah, what you're seeing on my screen is not publicly available. Even these MGI levels that you see over here, overnight high, there's a daily low here. You probably can't see it real well. There's a weekly high sitting right here, Globex open, and all the prices associated with all that. Those are one of our indicators that we've built as well. Not yet publicly available, though. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. I appreciate you. We got about 85 people in the stream right now. Yeah, Dion, you can. So you just got to, you obviously have to know computer language. You know, with Quantower, it's C#, which you could probably use AI for. Not sure how good it is or how much tweaking you'll have to do on the back end, but you definitely can design indicators in Quantower. It is customizable. You know, like TradingView uses PineScript. Oh, Sal Tribe, you've been trying to lose. Yeah, how funny is that, guy? How many of you have been above consistency trying to lose trades and you only hit winners? You just can't hit a losing trade. Not financial advice, Sal Tribe. If you really want to do it, just mark it in and mark it out really quick. It's going to be small and it's going to take time. But if you just hit the mark it in, mark it out button, the fills right now will force your balance down. Not financial advice. I don't promote this kind of trading. Do an older contract. It'll guarantee a loss. Yeah, if you just mark it in, mark it out real quick, it'll be a loss. It's not going to be a huge loss, right? It's not probably not enough to bring you to consistency, but if you repeat that, it can bring you closer. Zach, you accidentally made 11K trying to lose. Oh, yeah. Honestly, if it's close enough, guys, don't worry about it. Just make that difference, right? Like if it's within $100 or $200, especially with the volatility right now, I wouldn't even worry about losing it. I would just go make that extra money myself. Obviously, you don't want to be in too much over consistency. Like you definitely don't want to be at like 70% consistency, 75% consistency, but yeah. All right, we're kind of just consolidating here right above 30K. We might be... I might wait till top of the hour at this point, another 15 minutes or so. You made $1 trillion. I think we all... I think we all have been there, though. I lose even when I'm not trying to. Me too, Amir. Me too. I haven't been in that situation in a very long time where I'm purposefully trying to lose. It's been a while. To make $1 trillion, you just need to IPO an unprofitable company. I know, Nims. I know. I mean, how much... Guys, how much of the Jetsons growing up? And by the way, if you're younger, you might not know who the Jetsons are. It is a cartoon of a space world from like the, what was it, the 1980s? But how much of an influence do you think the Jetsons had on Elon Musk as a child? SpaceX is worth more than Canada's GDP. I know Elon Musk. What's he? I heard he was. He's the first world trillionaire, I think is what it was. Is that right? I mean, what do you even do with that much money? I guess you build spaceships and go to space, right? He's making stuff up from sci-fi books. Ripper, you're born November 20th, 2004. Dion, as much as the Flintstones was an impact on Trump. All right, Savvy. Yeah, I mean, we're just kind of consolidating right now. You got exhaustion in the selling happening at these lows. That's why I kind of like that long off 30,020 initially. Delta somewhat flipping positive on this 1 minute candle down here. Let's see what the 5 minutes showing. And nah, still overall selling pressure. Still have those orders up at 30,100 though. Oh, nice, J-Love. Sunday afternoon nap. Nice. Any Knicks fans in the chat, by the way? If you're a Knicks fan, congratulations. Congratulations on your championship win. Kind of crazy statistics coming out of those NBA finals where the Spurs had a double-digit lead in every single game. And, in fact, had leads in the fourth quarter in almost every single game and, and blew it. Amir, I mean, probably both. You know, it's easy, like if you're a good trader, right? Honestly, if you're a billionaire, I don't even know if you're trading anymore. You just become an investor, right? At that kind of money that you're sinking in, you can move the markets, I guess. If you wanted to trade, you could move it. I mean, you have $1 billion. Just start your own hedge fund. To be perfectly honest, find yourself a few really good traders and start yourself a hedge fund. I still like that 30,100 target. I'm not going to take this long this time. I'm going to wait for top of the hour because we still could get that pullback. But I do still like that 30,100 as a possible target for any longs. Daily day trade. Are we long only today? Well, right now we are. Right now we are. There is no interest on the short side for me right now. You know, on the daily, I'm thinking at least 154 would make sense. Fill this gap. And then we still have a little bit of unfilled gap up there to the top side as well. We're back above the daily 20. Really, any pullbacks? I'm going to be looking to buy dips until we get back up in here. I'll probably be looking to buy any dips. Back above this swing high, back above the daily 20. What's up, KWWK? How are you? The Ripper, no, I don't trade gold. I'll look at it and give my thoughts on it from time to time. But I don't trade gold. Man, you guys remember when gold was trading? Let me go to like an hourly chart here. Pull up the 6 month. Launch. So probably gold looking probably for this retest. 4,400, 4,395 right here is what I'm guessing. I mean, higher time frame wise, I don't know where the entry is though on gold. Right? Obviously, we have a gap, but I don't know how gold does gold have, you know, similar gap situations to the US indexes? I don't watch it enough. If we can come back down to say, let's see, what is this? I don't know, guys. I think we're gonna sweep this high. I think we're going above 30,100. So probably this 150 area looks like a good topside target. I'm thinking I'll wait for the top of the hour, and then I'm probably going to try a long. Really would have preferred price to come back here first, but I don't even know if we're gonna go back below 30K. That's a pretty strong reclaim above 30K. And that's the retest of 30K, bounce back above. And we're holding up fairly well. Nasdaq currently up 1.36%, ES up 0.84%, the YM up 0.5%, almost 0.6%, gold's up nearly 2%, silver's up 3.5% right now. Do I use any correlating asset for Confluence? Dion, no, just like, I mean, I do. I'll look at ES and NQ frequently just to see, like, is ES coming into major support, major resistance, major supply, major demand. But as far as doing, like, metals to indexes, I don't really do a whole lot of correlation between those two. I know oftentimes they have an inverse relationship, but, you know, like tonight, we're seeing everything pumping. So there's been too many times where I've seen them moving in the same direction for me to just kind of trade them separately if I'm going to trade them. But the two symbols that I look at a lot are ES and NQ, right? Oftentimes their supply and demand line up in the same spots, but when they're not, like if ES is trading into a resistance zone and NQ is nowhere near a level, a lot of times that's when NQ makes that random move because the ES is selling off or the ES is pumping in a random spot. Oh, nice, J-Love. Nice. Everybody's passing evals. Guys, it's starting to get hot and humid here in Louisville. Starting to get hot and humid. The runs outdoors are starting to become uncomfortable. I will say that. The long runs are starting to become uncomfortable. Charles, you're passing gas. Oh, nice, Enzen. You had a big storm. Yeah, it rained here for... It wasn't a big storm. It rained here for, I don't know, 30 minutes or so this afternoon. You opened up all the windows this afternoon when it went down to 60? Oh, yeah, I agree there. Blew your orchids off the porch and broke 3 pots? It was that windy? Oh, you must have got... We must have got the same, like, storm front, Zen, and we just got rain down here. Hey guys, the stream has stayed on this whole time. We have not gone down. So I think we have fixed the stream issue. Dion, so, okay, yes. Yes and no. So we get the humidity, but we get breaks from it, right? I moved here from Charleston, South Carolina, so down around your parts. And it is... So, yes, the humidity does get as bad, but it's not for as long a period of time. Like, we get breaks because we get major thunderstorms that roll through pretty frequently. So, it's not as bad. It's not as persistent. All right, top of the hour. God Seller's trying. I think if we get the break back above this little consolidation range, I like this long. So I'm going to put a buy order just above 70. I think buyers push through this passive seller that's been sitting in here just below 100, and we get the push. Finally to 100. You know, we kind of have the stair step look going on the 1 minute. Consolidate, break above, consolidate, retest the high, break above. I think this next push could be the move up to that probably 150 area. If we get the move above this consolidation. And if not, I will look to buy down here somewhere. Let's see what we got to the downside orders wise. I mean, we got stuff even below 29,500. So below Friday's range, 29K. Sheesh, to the top side, we've got up to 31K. What's up, Lobster Dad? I have not. A lot of people have. Until I can look at the CME Group website and see higher volume traded on the September contract, I'm not gonna roll my charts. Oh, Zen, are you talking about these? The gold dots indicate absorption, right? The triangles that you see indicate exhaustion. So aggressive selling, exhausting. A passive seller absorbing the aggressive buying. All right, that's what those are indicating. In plain man's English, right? Obviously, there's a lot more that goes into how and why these print. But in plain man's English, and not to confuse a bunch of people, that's what these are indicating. Okay, are we going to Zen explain absorption in its most easy terms, right? Aggressive buyers. In other words, buyers slamming that market in button, trying to push price through resistance. There's a passive seller sitting in this area, eating up all that aggressive buying. Which is why you see price kind of holding below that area right now and consolidating. So at some point, I'm expecting aggressive buyers to come back in, whether it's a sweep below these lows, but I'm expecting this to get ran to the top side at some point. I just don't know how far we're going to pull back, right? With the gap up and this big of a move already happening, I'm not sure how long it's going to take to get there. But I would assume that the next time that we come up through here, it's probably going to be a good surge through. Probably to that 140, 150 area. Profits and principal. West with the girls. Oh, yeah, you guys. If I don't wear a hat, it is it is constant. Hey, what's up, Mason? Yeah, Teflon. That's because you're trading the September contract. I'm still on the June contract. So we're going to be trading different prices right now. So you guys are probably 300 points above where current price is on my charts. Man, I might have to roll my charts after the stream, guys, just so every stream this week isn't isn't that. All right, we're finally rolling off of that level. Let's see if we can sweep 30K. And then I'll look to see what happens here. 990 to 970. No, Warriors Love. The only difference that it's going to be is the volume, right? You might have, especially on a symbol like MNQ, you might have where the volume is different. Price is going to correspond the majority of the time. It's just when there's those injections of volatility where price will be different, right? Because the volume that's being conducted is different. But it normally all comes back to the same price, right? Like your moves should correspond points wise to what my moves do, to what you're seeing. Hey, what's up, Kevin? More volume already being traded on the new contract. Yeah, CME Group won't update till tomorrow morning. I'm not going to worry about it tonight. I'll look tomorrow morning when the New York session opens up. But I showed it earlier. The June contract had 3 times more volume on Friday. Options contracts don't expire till the monthly options contracts don't expire till the end of this week as well. So I'll wait till I see more volume out of the CME Group rather than relying on some trading platform. Dion, am I taking micro trades off of the mini chart? No, I'm not. I'll take my micro trades off the micro chart. My analysis is generally done all on NQ. You know, that's where I draw my levels at. Let me fix up these pivots. I don't like how messy they are. There we go. But yeah, I know there is a way. My friend Banana Bread Trades, Goose, he has a video on it on his YouTube channel about how to do that. I don't have mine set up to do that. All right, here comes that sweep. It should at least sweep below 30,020 into 30,010, I would imagine. This wick low. I'm hoping it doesn't bounce from here. I mean, that's really close to that swing low to not at least go a little bit below. Yeah, Big Teflon, you kind of always want to take the information from NQ. NQ is going to be more reliable. Hey, what's up, hey Patriots? How are you? All right, guys, we got about almost 120 people in the stream right now. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Obviously, we are giving away a Lucid 50K Pro account tonight on stream. Mason is not with us this evening, so I will be doing random number draw, and we will do it at a random time in the stream. So it will happen a little bit later, but we're going to do a random number guesser, 0 to 999. I'll let you know a little bit before when it's time. $99 bottles of beer on the wall. Ripper, why not playing a game? What do you mean, like marbles or something like that? Mason runs all the marbles races. Hey, what's up, Lino? How are you? Oh, that's Ripper. That's way. Trying to learn something new for a giveaway. That's way too much to do on a live stream. Can you imagine how many people would tune out right away? Take me 30 minutes. Let's do a duck race. Nah, we're just gonna do random number guesser, guys. I've seen every other trading channel do those duck races, goose races, horse races. They're all the same. I don't know that they're any fun. Reminds me of it reminds me of like old computer games. Burp, I'm not really a UFC fan. I'm not a UFC guy. I've never gotten into like the fighting sports. They just don't interest me. Or just real life gunfight. Frog races. That reminds me. You guys remember that old game, what was it? Frogger? Yeah, the number guesser's fun. The number guesser's fun. I mean, there is some strategy involved. I mean, obviously people can spam the numbers, but it tells you whether you're, not that Nightbot is accurate. I don't necessarily trust it, but it tells you whether you're close or not, or whether you're too high or too low. Yeah, digital flashback. Yeah. Yeah, race across the street of cars. Yeah, you remember Frogger? Just in case it feels like launching from here, I will put an order above 30,040. Atari Ping Pong? Oh, Atari. Throwing it way back. Qbert? Oh my goodness. Oh, Amir. Yeah, 0 to 999 will be the range. Qbert. The first gaming console you played on was an Atari, then the Sega Master. I remember seeing like Sega Genesis with like Sonic the Hedgehog and all that. I remember that. Atari 2600 Dion. Wow. Math Blaster? I don't remember Math Blaster. All right, let's see what ES is doing. I'm going to leave that order there. ES kind of rolling off that 7,500 psych level. I still like higher. I know there's lots of gaps there, guys. With June contract expiring at the end of this week, I have a feeling we could see quite a bit of upside to finish this week off. Obviously, the June contract has been, aside from this last little dip here that we see, it's been majority buying. All right, if we draw out the fibs on the daily here, let's do Fibonacci retracement. Let's go from the lows to the highs. I mean, we didn't quite come back to the 61.8, it looks like. So I would imagine that buyers are still going to be in control. We held where we needed to. Man, I would have loved this. I would have loved 26,400 for a long on my personal account. Nice swing position long. Just couldn't get that deep of a pullback. White Snake Gaming, Lucid OP. Yeah, Lucid's great, guys. I mean, Lucid, My Fun of Futures, Tradeify, Take Profit Trader. I mean, those are your four. Those are your four leaders right now. Vivek, how to open a personal account for swing? You know, are you looking to trade? It depends on what you're looking to trade, really. Like, are you looking to trade options contracts? Are you looking to trade U.S. index futures? It really depends on what you want to trade. Yeah, Dion, that was a fib retracement drawing. It's in your drawing tools. Why did I make? Yeah, I know, guy. I got it. I got it. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Forgot I clicked on it. You want to trade NQ? So they all have different margin requirements. The two cheaper ones, as far as margin is concerned, is obviously going to be Tradeivate and AMP. AMP are the two cheapest that I've seen as far as equity index futures brokers. You unliked, unsubscribed from my OnlyFans? Well, that's good because it never... Hey, what's up, DJ Runs? How are you? Hey, thanks for the sub, Ramy. I appreciate you. Okay, I'm not going to get this entry either, it looks like. All right, I'm going to look for the long below here. Where do I have a level at? Man, 940. And then we've got a pivot sitting at 927. I like that. Let's look. Let's look for one here at 940 just in case. And then I'll throw another one on to see if that low wants to sweep just below that pivot. And I'll go right above 920. So if the market can make a move down on this, I will look to get long. But with AMP futures, your margin requirement is only $100 per micro contract, I believe, during regular trading hours. If you're trading overnight, those margin requirements change. So you'll just have to do a little bit of research and look what it is. I don't have an account with AMP personally, so I don't know that off the top of my head. My personal broker is EdgeClear. And EdgeClear is a little bit higher as far as their margin requirements are concerned. But I'll be honest with you, I probably wouldn't start a personal account with anything less than $1,000. Especially with this volatility that we're seeing these days. You know, when you have a 20-day average daily range of over 600 points, one micro, one MNQ contract, if you're on the wrong side of it, that could be account ruining in one day. 250 points has been happening very quickly, very frequently. Hey, what's up, Phantom Panic? And that's just me. You know, other people would say you could trade it with $500. Some people even try to go lower than that, like a $300 starting balance. That's very, very difficult. Extremely difficult. I would never recommend it. Like a $300 starting balance virtually means your first trade has to be a winner. It has to be a winner. And it's got to be an account doubling kind of winner. Yeah, Deanna, that's kind of the rule of thumb is for every $1,000 on your account, one micro contract is what I would recommend. All right, yo. Why? Come on. Couldn't sweep a little bit lower. You started Iron Beam with $100. Yeah, Dion, it's so tough, right? One bad trade and those small accounts are gone. I mean, my personal account, guys, just for reference, my personal account I started with 50,000. You know, at the time on prop accounts, I was trading 50Ks. So it was kind of similar. So I just said, okay, I have 50,000. I'll throw that in my personal brokerage account. And then I only took swing positions. They need to make a micro smaller. Daily day trade. They do have nanos. I forget what market it's on though. I forget what the name of it is. I know they have nano contracts. It just never caught on and made it big. I can't remember what exchange it's traded on though. Does anybody know? There are nano contracts, which is 1/10 the size of a micro. Liquidity has to be tragic. Thanks, Zen. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what the name of the exchange was that it's on. Oh, I know, Dion. Well, right now specifically, for sure. For sure. But I mean, could you imagine a 1 mini swing position? How if you were able to catch this 23K long, for instance, on 1 mini contract? For the whole June contract and held? How about 7,835 points? Times 20? Times 20 if you got out at the highs. Not that you're ever going to bottom tick or top tick an entry like that on a swing position, but I mean, that's your whole year. That is your entire year. All right, I'm going to put that order long on just above that 40 level once again, just to see if we can get that move before the Asia Open in the last 30 minutes here up towards 100. That's a career-making trade. Yeah, Dion, and that's kind of how it happens. If you'll notice, the guys... So, like, especially... I hate using this as a reference. But the guys that stream and trade well, they don't show that big trade that got them that big account balance most of the time because they're just swinging for the fences. They'll take the prop accounts that don't have consistency built in, and they'll just throw max leverage at one trade, and it'll make like 15K or something like that. And then they'll just ride it out until they get payouts. So they hit that one big trade, and that's kind of how it happens in your personal too. You just wait for huge setups, like, you know, pullbacks into something like this double top high here, and you put on that one position that goes. But what they don't tell you is that they rinsed 200 accounts on the way to get that one big trade, right? Where obviously the average trader can't do that. The average person doesn't have the affiliate money coming in. They don't have all that. They don't have that safety net in the background. So you can't afford to trade like that. Don't have the free accounts. Don't have the affiliate cushion. Aren't treating your trading and your streaming as a business. You know, the average trader can't afford to do that. You know, you can't be spending $3,000 on accounts to get 6,000 in payouts, right? Can't be spending 3-4K a month on evals, trying to YOLO your way to a big payday. If I could blow 3K in evals and funded accounts we were on. Yeah, but would you even want to? You know? All right, we are long. Saw aggressive buyers step in. A little bit of volatility injection up through 40. Let's go target that. I mean, I'll target this daily low here just below 150 for now. I think if we do get the move back up towards 100, we probably aggressively push through it. Yeah, Dom, it's just not, it doesn't do anybody any justice, you know, other than the influencer or streamer patting themselves on the back, you know, like, hey, look at me, I made tons of money, right? It doesn't do anybody any favors, right? You're just looking for validation, kind of, in my eyes, at least. In my, you know, some people might not feel that way. Some people might like seeing the huge payouts and stuff, but it's really toxic for beginning traders in their psychology, because that's not how they should be trading, right? I'm all right with this. Even if this falls back, you know, below 30K, I'm still okay in this position. I think I'll be able to manage this trade okay. I do think eventually we go run that 100 level. I do think eventually we probably go trade 150. So I'll look for spots to add even if we roll off of this level. It's probably going to end up being a pretty long stream tonight, guys. If you haven't yet, smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. I'd appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. We are coming up on 8.7K subscribers, even though we hit it. When did we hit it? 2 weeks ago? We hit it 2 weeks ago and then lost like 60 subscribers after one of the streams. Botted, obviously, for one of the giveaways. Yeah, I think even with 1 micro, guys, I should be able to manage my way out of this. Dion, I'm in the like, okay, so typically Friday I took like 7 trades, which is a lot for me in a session. I'm normally in the like 1 to 3 trades a day kind of range. I don't trade a whole lot, but I also don't YOLO. I don't like to scalp. I like to hold my trades. I like to sit in the trade for a while. So for me, it's all about risk management and sizing appropriately. I'm okay with the consolidation here below 100. I'm okay with anything in between really this swing low at this point and 100. So I'm willing to take the 40, 50 points of drawdown on the 1 micro. Make me the Albert Pujols of trading. Yeah, but anybody that's seen me trade for a while now, they know I like to hold my positions. I'll hold through pullbacks that, you know, I'll be 200 points in the green on a trade. I'll hold through a 100-point pullback just because technically my trade hasn't been invalidated yet. I guess you could classify me. What have people said? Intraday swing trader. Intraday swing trader. Phantom, I'm on Quant Tower. You always knew I was a swinger. Long gold right now, DJ runs. Nice. Yeah, I have the World Cup on a TV in here. Who is it? Ecuador on right now? But I did open my trade in a dangerous position? Not really. How do you figure I'm in a dangerous position? I see big orders stacked to the top side, which generally act as the draw. I don't know that I'm in a dangerous position. We held 30K. I have protection of psych level 30K and that swing low. Is it going to be a winner? I can't guarantee that. But I believe we're going higher, and I'm sized appropriately. I'm on 1 micro right now. I don't know how I would consider this a dangerous position. Hey, what's up, Palm Tree Trader? How are you? I can tell you this much, guys. What I've learned from streaming and trading is I will never take a signal based on what the chat says, nor will I allow the chat to influence my decision making. Oftentimes I have found that that is just a recipe for disaster. If I'm going to lose on a trade, I'm going to lose on a trade. That's fine. It happens. It's part of trading. But I can tell you this much, right? If you're messaging in a streamer's chat, the chances are that probably not right. You know? Yeah, Big Teflon. I mean, it is what it is. Everybody's a market expert, right? The one thing that I know is that nobody that's in the online trading space is a market expert. There's nobody. There's nobody. There's nobody out there that's a market expert. You're not even paying attention to the retail trading space if you're a market expert. You are working at Goldman Sachs. You are working at one of the major trading desks. You know, you're not messing around in somebody's YouTube live stream that has 100 people in it. Right? Like, what's the point? Who cares at that point? And yeah, and the experts are wrong. You're right. 100% you're right. Yeah, definitely not typing marbles on YouTube. Hey, thanks for the sub, Amanchu. Appreciate you. Chat wants full port. Yeah, I don't ever full port. Poondeer, which it's not Forex. So we're trading US index futures. Right now I'm on ticker symbol MNQ. So the Nasdaq micro contracts. Full port on that haircut too. Yeah, Forex is, especially in the US, is a little more difficult to be involved in. Yeah, Rysel, we found out it was the VPN that my antivirus has connected. I'm thinking that that's the issue, so I think the stream should be good now. I just had to disconnect the VPN, and I think that was the issue. All right, so it's either probably going to explode to the top side from here, I would expect it to at least touch this, test these topside wicks. Which NAS is it? Pundir, if you are trading like CFDs, the closest thing would be, what, US Tech 100, I think is what the name of it is. No marbles race tonight, poor guy. No marbles race tonight. Dion, because it's showing delta order flow. That's what this is showing. The brighter colors show, in other words, higher delta. So because this is dark white, obviously a lot of aggressive sellers came in and Delta has flipped negative on this. I'm still okay holding my long position. It's not really worrying me too much. Not yet. Ramy, you can try to tell me how to trade all you want, brother. I'm not gonna listen. You can try to manage my trade for me all you want. You want to be my mentor. Okay. Dion, yeah, so we created the order flow. This is an order flow indicator. So the candlesticks are time-based still. However, it's got like a color stage built in. No, I'm using a micro, Pundir. Ticker symbol MNQ. Oh, Dion, no, I don't use Quant Towers Trade Copier. I don't copy trade my accounts at all. I trade them all individually, but Quant Towers Trade Copier is kind of, I've used it in the past, like copy trading a couple accounts, but sometimes it doesn't feel the best. A lot of people swear by if you want to copy trade your accounts, trade Tracopia, or however it's pronounced. $599 for the mentorship course will be 3-minute video. We'll see what happens top of the hour. I mean, we're still just consolidating. Aren't going anywhere just yet. And it might dip a little bit lower. It might try to sweep out these lows first. I'm fine with holding on to this position. That's why I only went in with 1 micro. Wealth Charts has a really good copier. Yeah, I don't know. Quantower's, I mean, I've used it in the past. I'm not a huge fan of it. Sometimes the fills aren't as accurate. Like when I was trading minis and copy trading on Quantower, sometimes there was, you know, a $60 difference between the accounts, which I'm not a huge fan of that big of a difference. Right? That's 3 points of a delay on fills. All right, Spaces, enjoy the fights. I'm glad to see my entry acting as resistance. Yeah, I mean, it happens, right? What do they call it? Blue line algo on some charts, I guess, is what they call it. You want to buy a Lucid account, Vivek? Just go to lucidtrading.com. Oh, Big Teflon. If you scroll over it, obviously I'm on MNQ. You can see the size. I mean, it's going to be hard for me to show you not being on the bubbles, but it's right here. Like I can go to any price and it shows how many contracts were executed in time at that price. Right? So if I hover over a bubble, it shows how much is there. Might be waiting till top of the hour here, guys. Might be waiting till the top of the hour. Vivek, how to get the bubble chart? It depends on what platform you're trading on. So like on Quantower, my trading platform, it's called the DOM Surface. Other people use Bookmap, which is very, very similar. So it really just depends on what you're trading on. You generally it requires an extra purchase, like it requires an extra license purchase in order to have those kinds of things. Dion, yeah, the all-in-one license I think is worth it too. Obviously, if you want volume analysis and have multiple indicators on your charts and all that stuff on Quantower, you will need the extra license. Some of your personal brokers, if you have a personal account, will include a full Quantower license with it, complimentary, just for having an account with them. So like AMP will do that, EdgeClear does it. S-Dub, I'm long right now. We got a lot of people in the chat looking for shorts. They're telling me to be careful. They're telling me to get out of my trade. So, yeah. Still really don't have a reason to get out of my trade. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, like you, Remy. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens on the Asia Open here. Oh, S-Dub, I know you're looking for a short. I know you're looking for a short. We've done chat chooses the trade, but not tonight. Yeah, no. Our chat trades did well. Passed an evaluation. Tom's on the ATIS platform. I've heard it's a really good platform. It's a premium trading platform, though. So there is extra cost. Like, you definitely have to pay a lot in order to use it. Look, guys, I explained it earlier. All you guys giving trade advice in my chat, I'm willing to take the loss. Okay, it's not that bad. It's one micro position. I think we're going higher. I'm going to hold my trade. I'm going to continue to hold my trade. So any of you giving advice in a YouTube channel that has roughly 100 viewers in it right now, I'm not listening. So you can continue to beg and plead for me to get out of my position all you want. I'm not going to get out of my position. This one trade will define your lifetime as a trader. I know. Everybody treats it like I'm gonna lose my entire bank account on this one trade of one micro. Everybody's a market expert. Everybody knows exactly what's going to happen. I know, Dion. I know. No, to each their own, right? This will go down on your permanent record. I know. Oh, it cracks me up. What's up, Eagle's Eyes? How are you? Oh, I'm no expert. I am no market expert. Ready for the sell? There might be one right at 8 o'clock. Top of the hour here in about a minute. There might also be another rocket ship to the top side. I don't know. Oh, Ramy, you're good. Everybody's fine. I've been streaming long enough to know. Hey, thanks to Telegram, and thanks for the super chat. Appreciate you. I know, Dion. I think I'm right. You know, I think I'm right. I wouldn't be in the position if I didn't think that, you know. What's funny is this thing will continue to go up for another hour, right? And then those same people that were like, see, that are telling me to short would be like, see, I told you the sell was coming. Meanwhile, it's from 30,250 or something, you know. That's what cracks me up. I'm going to go break even at this point, though. So my risk is off the table. That's a strong enough push. This should float that 100 level like I thought. All right, here comes 100. I'm going to trail to just below this wick, bottom of the candle. Secured profits now. See if it pushes through 100 strong or rejects off of it. I still like that 150 area, even if we do reject. But this feels pretty strong on the buy side. So I like a little continuation, even a little bit more. Don't know how deep it pulls back, though. So I'll go below 80. I'll go right there at 75. Oh, nice, KWK. Oh, wow. This is the best trader in history. Oh, it cracks me up. Look, guys, I mean, the simple fact is, especially after these gap and pumps like this, this is what makes the most sense right now. Go and fill the rest of this. I might not get the full trade, right? Like, it might not happen. But this is the logical target, right? The low from here, from this day, and this wick high makes the most sense for price to go right now. And I might not get the full target, right? But that's what makes the most sense to me. That's the logical target for all the longs on this position. Little bit of exhaustion in the buying right there, just below 100. I think it does sweep. Tim, you will go with the guy who does this full time? Yeah. Look, I know my initial entry is aggressive, right? I will admit that. Buying the tops up here after the gap and go is not ideal, right? I would definitely have preferred this sweep of this low and looked for the buy around this 940, 920 area. But without sellers aggressively holding below 30K, I didn't want to be left behind on the move. So I had to go in with smaller size, be willing to risk back to that 950, 940 if it did happen. But now I'm at least in a position and secured profit at this point. All right. And now if that does happen, if that sell does happen back down into that 950, 940, even 920 area, I'm in a much better position to hit that long, still having the same target. Right? But at least I'm getting something out of it. I'm not left behind. Yeah, Palm Tree Trader, exactly. It's still a win. Even if I get swept out here, it's still a $60 win on one micro. Stopped out, and I'm fine with it. But odds are in your favor. Odds are in your favor, clearly, when you look at the whole June contract, to be looking for longs. Despite the last 2 weeks of the nonsense, well, it's not nonsense downside, it's much needed downside, right? I would much prefer to see downside. We are definitely overextended to the top, right? And when you're looking at the daily. But at least come back and double test. I expect 26,400 at some point. I don't know when, but I highly doubt it's going to be this week on June options and June contract expiration and futures. So I think this week could be more upside. And here comes the move. It looks like I trailed a little bit too tight. So trade management wasn't the greatest. Yeah, Dion, I trade the New York session. Mondays through Thursdays, I stream the afternoons, 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard. So you can come hang out for sure. You'll see how I've done each day. That would be where I would start to look. 150 would be the area I would start to look. We probably, I mean, if you look at that gap, that runs into this daily low from, let's see, the 4th of June. And then there's this little gap up here at 30,400. The next spot that I would really look would be that 250 area as well, if it does get above that daily low. And then I would start to at least be interested in looking for a short. But right now, I'm just not. All right, we have bull flagged. We are finding buyers to push it higher. We've gapped up huge. I'm just not looking to short. I know everybody wants the gap fill, right? But gaps have not been getting filled lately. At least not for that next day or so. So I'm not even going to look for the gap fill. Shoot, we still have, guys, we still have weekly opening gaps from, I mean, look at all these gaps below. From April that never got filled. I should have just let it go. I should have just gone true break even. I should have just gone true break even. All right, I tell you what, guys, that's pretty much my full trade played out there. I'm probably done trading for tonight. I'll just end the night up $70. So $70 in a couple hours of trading. I'll take that. $35 an hour, sure. One micro. Let's go ahead and do this giveaway, shall we? Okay, so tonight is going to be random number giveaway. Guys, let's see. So we're going to do 0 to 999 will be the guesses. Everybody can participate. So 1 to 999. So go ahead and start typing in the chat. It will say whether you're too high, too low. Guys, gonna have to be quick on it tonight because we have no restrictions on this. So go ahead and guess that number. No winner yet. I don't even see anybody close. Oh, we have a close. I saw one close there. Somebody got close. What Nightbot's definition of close is, I don't know. Oh man, this one could be good. This could take a little while. Get those guesses in, guys. Get those guesses in. Oh, I see somebody else is close. Oh, chat is flying around right now. JB, you are the winner. Congratulations. All right, you can stop stop guessing now, JB. You got it. JB, do me a favor and type something in the chat if you could. Other than a number guess. Other than a number guess. I'm going to give you 60 seconds. Yeah, cheers, JB. JB, are you on Discord, by the way? Let me know if you're on Discord. And if so, will you do me a favor and shoot me a DM on Discord? All right, cool. Cool. Yeah, we'll handle it on Discord. Congratulations. Once again, that was a 50K Lucid Pro account. Those are great accounts, guys. It looks like full target was hit for me over here. So that's good. Guys, don't fade the strength right now. The June contract has been massive upside. I would just continue to look for longs. I know everybody wants more downside, more shorts coming in. It's probably going to take some sort of news headline in order to do it. Just be careful on any short side positions that you're in. At the end of this week, we can start thinking about looking for shorts, but I'm expecting that 30. All right, JB, I got you. JB, I'll message you as soon as I end the stream here, okay? Gonna finish the session up $70, guys. I will be back live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard. Come hang out. Looking forward to an exciting week this week. We're going to be doing contract rollovers, FOMC this week as well. So big things going on. Just be careful out there. Trade safe. Stay patient. I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.